Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sony Control Chaos, and today I'm going to be going over my Xbox 360 collection. Now, this is not going to be as large as, say, my PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 collection, just because for the longest time, I had no particular interest in Xbox anything, really. Which was kind of unfortunate for me at the time, because pretty much everyone I knew wanted Xbox stuff, but I didn't want it for a couple reasons. I'll probably talk about that later on, but I'm just going to be going over mainly my game collection in this episode. I might do all these console reviews later, or just talk about it, or whatever, my overall thoughts on them, but I usually kind of do that anyway, so I'm not quite sure if you guys would want basically see a double take. Okay, so for the first game in this stack here, I have The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. I thought this was going to be good. Well, I thought it was going to be better than what it was. I have a bit of a confession to make. The first Elder Scrolls anything I ever heard of was Skyrim. So I guess I went into this expecting Skyrim, and yeah, it has some similar things in it, but it's just not quite the same thing. Like, I found this game way harder for whatever reason. I think it's because in Skyrim, your weapons don't degrade. As the Dragonborn in that game, you can basically do whatever you want, whenever you want. But in this one, it's very, whatever you picked your class to be is kind of where you have to stay and utilize the skills of that class. You can't go outside your class. Which, I mean, honestly is a bit restricting to me, so I never really got into this, but I actually had the full-blown version, the DLC Game of the Year game on PS3. Got rid of it, sold it, and saw this at a GameStop for like $5, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't like the game, but maybe I'll like it later, or maybe I'll learn something and I want to just have it, so I picked this up for like $5 at a GameStop. Okay, so for the second game, I have Perfect Dark Zero. I'm not quite sure why, but I've heard this game blows. I mean, it's a platinum hit, it's in the silver box, the graphics looks okay. I've never really played Perfect Dark game. I played a bit of this, it was okay to me, but from what I hear, this was one of the original games on the system, and actually this is one of the few games that apparently does not support, or is it? Yeah, does not support 1080p, or maybe it does. I'm not quite sure. There was the same case with Oblivion. Where's the thing? Yeah, that's 1080i, but not 1080p. And I only have that on like 3 of my boxes. The next one here is the last one. It's Gears of War, the first one. This isn't the remake. This isn't anything. But luckily enough, this actually came with a online Xbox Live code for like a 3-day pass or something that still worked. No one had redeemed it. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, actually I still have it. It's right here. I'm not going to show you the code, but okay, it's 2 days. Little thing back there, I've peeled it back. I haven't redeemed it yet. I've been waiting for, you know, something worthy of my time to use it on, like a really good game for Xbox slot or Gold or whatever they give you for free. But this is the third game that focus. Where is it? Where is it? Right there. It does 720p 1080i, but does not do 1080p. Now, none of my other games say this, so I have no idea if at the time they made these boxes they just didn't expect 1080p to be like a thing. So maybe they do 1080p, I don't know. So now is the thing that's been consuming most of my life for about a month now. Well, 3 weeks, I guess. I've been playing Half-Life 2 episode, actually just the first Half-Life. I haven't got to any of the episodes yet. I wanted to play this because I was really curious to see what Half-Life was about. I saw a lot of people saying it was a really good game, and then there's the meme, you know, Half-Life 3 confirmed and whatever. Let me get a better shot. And did you know this comes with Portal and Team Fortress? I love Portal. Played it. Trying to get the dust off of here. I played it first. I have yet to play this because you need the online code and whatever. But this is really good. Excuse me, I'm turning on. But this is a really good deal for what I paid. I think I paid like $15 and I got all this content. But I've been trying to play through Half-Life 2 and figure out what that's all about. Once I'm done, I'm probably going to try to track down the first game. I believe it was on PlayStation 2. Okay, now for the other game I have been playing. Darksiders 2. Haven't played Darksiders 1. I really want to find that game out in the wild somewhere, pick it up. And I actually stopped playing this one because I found out there was a bunch of DLC. And I wanted to wait till I had the money to buy the DLC before I finished this, or got too far in the game and you couldn't use it or something. So this is really a game. Kind of reminds me of God of War. Excuse me, I finally yawned. So this was a bit of an odd game. Two worlds. Believe it or not, my mom actually picked this up for me, I don't know, probably a year ago, 2 years ago. It's when I first bought the Xbox, because initially I bought it so as they could use it for Netflix and whatever, and I could have my PlayStation back. Interestingly enough, I only paid like $80 for this thing, which is really nice, all things considered. Seems how I didn't even want one in the first place. But yeah, I played through a little bit of this, like the first couple missions or whatever, but I have yet to really dive into it. Dang it, yawning again. I'm really tired, I guess. But it looked like a really cool game. I'm wanting to finish it or just play through more of it and see if I like it. Ooh, okay. Borderlands. Have not played any of this game. Haven't played any of the Borderlands games. But one of the biggest things I've been trying to do with this console that I have now is that for the longest time, most of the games I wanted, you could just pick up on PlayStation. Like Borderlands 2 and 1 are on the PlayStation 3 as well as the Xbox 360. So there was no need for one. Well, now that I have one, it's like, well, shit, I might as well pick up these games that are, I don't already have, basically, and get them on that console just so as I have games for that console. But then part of me is thinking, wait a minute, I have a PlayStation 4 with barely any games for it as of now, and I can't remember if this came out on it or not, so I'm really having to hold that first the desire to buy it on PlayStation 3 or Xbox and really check and see if it's on the PlayStation 4, because those are usually the better versions because you have the bigger, better hardware. Alright, Devil May Cry 4. I played through a bit of this. I haven't played through all of it. I'm actually really meaning to go back and finish Devil May Cry 3. Because I got slightly past the point where the guy betrays you or whatever. And I think the guy's name is Virgil, Dante's brother, falls down a hole or something, and I don't know what happened to him, and you're in some kind of weird maze. At the time I was playing it, I was just burnt out, needed a break, and that was 2 years ago, so I really need to go back and finish that, but haven't had time. So I haven't started 4, is the moral of the story, because I wanted to finish 3. I do kind of regret this purchase, but not because, it's on well, yeah, because it is on Xbox, but that's not what you would think. The Evil Within with this cool little holographic thing here. I initially played and beat this without DLC included, of course, because a friend loaned it to me for a while because she's like, oh, I can't play this game, it's too scary, there's some dude hanging you upside down gonna stab you with the chainsaw or something. And I'm like, interesting, interesting. I will gladly borrow that from you and see what the hype is about. And at that time, we did not have the PlayStation 3, so I had to trade it back to her. And I found this for really cheap, and I just jumped on it. When in actuality, I probably should have waited, because now I have the PlayStation 4, and I want the PlayStation 4 version because it's better. It's I think I looked it up, it's got like better frame rates or something, I don't know. It's just on a beefier hardware. But I mean, it does 1080p, whatever else. I think it just comes down to preference, because I automatically go to the PlayStation controller layout rather than the Xbox one. Speaking of which, here's my controller that actually came with the console. So this is my Halo Reach controller. I didn't know it was a Halo Reach controller at the time because I just didn't know. The only Halo game I've ever played was Halo 2, and I didn't even beat that, to be honest. There's a lot of games I've started playing and just haven't had time to finish. It initially came with, where is it? This little battery pack here, and I got the extra battery pack, this one. Because that white one actually came with this one over here. I actually fixed this one up. The thumbsticks were all broken, whatever. The D-pad still doesn't adjust for like this fighting games or whatever. I have yet to find one that does that. But I butchered a PlayStation 2 controller. The thumbsticks just happen to fit perfectly. I like the feel of this one a lot better than the concave ones, I think. I think these are convex and this is concave, if I remember right. I just like the feel of this one better, but I usually use the silver one if I'm playing, so it's just kind of a whatever I feel like day. But I'm just getting a little off track because I'm talking about games, not controllers. So this next game I've played but I haven't beaten, it is Dragon's Age Origins. Now, like I said, I started playing this game, just haven't finished it. And I need to finish it because I started playing Dragon's Age Inquisition on PlayStation 4. However, there's some things I understand. I played through like the first quarter of this. I know, the minor spoiler here. You get betrayed by the Duke or whatever, and the king dies, and I think the last, not Watcher, but Grey Warden, I think is what they're called. I can't remember if he dies or if he like manages to escape. I can't remember, but you get betrayed, and they mention that in Inquisition. It's apparently a big sore subject. But I just need to finish this game and get the backstory and the lore and whatever else, so as I understand more of what's going on in the other game I'm playing. And on the same note, I have Dragon's Age 2. Again, have really never played this game because I haven't beaten one, and if there's, you know, to me, really no point in trying to beat the second one if you haven't beaten the first one. Because I can't remember if this is like Mass Effect or whatever, where your choices carry over. Because I think these are slightly or mostly choice based. I can't remember. It's been a long time. Well, about 2 years, I guess. So, next game is Fear 3. I actually really want to play this game because it looks very interesting. From what I understand, he's a ghost and he possesses people, and he's slightly psychic, but he's overall just human. But I think he has like really high like physical durability or something. In the face in the middle is apparently their mother. Something about this is the guy just fucked up looking who like messed up their lives initially. I don't know. I know the basic premise for this. I know how the second game ended just because I kind of spoiled myself, and I know how this one ends. I know there's like 2 or 3 different endings, but I just want to get in and see what the story is because it looks interesting. Okay, I need to dig through the pile for a second here before I talk about that game, because I need to get this game before I talk about that game. Star Wars Force Unleashed. Okay, bit of a backstory here. I have played this game on PlayStation 2, DS, and now Xbox 360. So far, this is my favorite version, but there's one problem with it. I got so burnt out playing the DS version, especially because it's such a pain in the ass. And I got burnt out on playing the PlayStation 2 version because I was initially wowed because I'm just like, oh hey, it's like the DS version, because that was the first version I played, was the DS version. And I'm like, oh, the PlayStation 2 version, it's like the DS version, but 10 times better, which it was. Because you didn't have to take the little pen and swipe all the little blue bubbles into the red bubble or something. It was a pain in the ass. But that kind of bled over into this game. I played it and I'm just like, holy shit, this is even better than the PlayStation 2 version, obviously. But there's just so many similarities, and it is, at the core of it, the same game. There are some differences, but I just got burnt out for a while, and I just haven't moved back to it because I kind of got tired of it. But I really need to. Well, hang on, let me pull this sticker off. Fuck it, I'll just cover it up. Doesn't matter. Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. Bonus mini comic, which I don't think I have. Let me see here. Did I get it? Nope, I got the manual. Alright, hang on. Alright, so yeah. I know this game is much different. That adds more to the story. And I want to finish beating the first one so the story's fresh in my head whenever I go to play this one. So. Alright. Final Fantasy VIII, I believe. This is a really heavy box. What all comes in this thing? Oh, there's like a lot of stuff in here. Like a really big, thick manual. Like, thick manual. That's most of the weight right there. Let's see. What's this thing? Final Fantasy. It's not English. Product registration. Receive a special item by registering. Yeah, that's nice. There's a sticker back here too. Xbox certificate about this authenticity. Sorry. A little tired. I've heard, oh wait, disc 1. Oh yeah. Even just because the, oh shit. This thing is 3 discs. I guess I should have taken. I never noticed this, but the little 3 in the center. That's cool. But this was kind of the reason why I didn't want the Xbox for so long, because they didn't use Blu-ray, and Blu-ray was, you know, or is a much better format than just DVD, so you can get better stuff on it. And you know, if you don't have that, you just have to make like 3 or 4 discs. But I've heard this game is a good game. I played through some of it, like the first couple fights, and it was interesting. It was just time consuming. So I want to sit down and just play through this, but I know it'll take me quite some time. Now I've heard some people don't like this. I've heard some people love this. I don't know. So, and then I have Final Fantasy VIII-2. No idea what this is, but apparently I think that's the sister of the character who was on the other box or something. I believe they're siblings. I don't know. I've ever only played like one Final Fantasy game, and that was so long ago I don't remember it. I think it was 4. I know the number is mixed up, so I don't even know if that's the right one. Yeah, I didn't even play that much of it if I remember right. But this is apparently fixing some problems that were in 8, or fixing the story, or I don't know. I haven't played it, so I really don't know. But I know it feels a lot less thick, like the manual's not as thick. They give you another one of those little production code things. That's not in English, so of course not. The other side is blank. So I don't know. I figured I would take a look at it and see if I liked it. Ooh. I bought this game and didn't know what it was. I kind of regret my purchase, but at the same time I don't, because it'll be a great piece for later on as to why mobile or online gaming is kind of shitty. Right there. Right there. Online only. Up to 10,000 players. Co-op up 2 to 10,000. Yeah, I mean, all this is really, really nice. But guess what? As soon as those servers go down or whatever, guess what this is? A fucking cup holder. So there's really no need in owning this outside of, hey, this is why, you know, online gaming sucks. Unless, you know, you keep the servers running forever, which they won't. Uh-oh, I just noticed something. That's not supposed to be there. There's like a cup ring, or 2 cup rings on my Final Fantasy X, or 8 too. It's like someone like put a coffee cup on this thing or something. That sucks. Let's clean that off. This one was kind of fun. I kind of got burned out on these games for a while, but the Lego Marvel game, it was kind of fun. It's just, I played a lot of Lego games when the initial first, like, hype went around. I'm like, oh, hey, Lego games, that's really cool. And then it just kind of turned into, it's a Lego game, whatever. You know, you've done it once, you've done it a bunch. Literally. So, yeah. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's good, but it's not great to me. Ooh. Yeah. I've been playing this a lot, but again, I had to stop because there was some DLC. I think it was specifically the Knights of Steel or something. It was basically the after game, like you beat the main quest and it's like, oh hey, now you can just go around and do whatever you want. Well, I thought, again, Skyrim rules here. As soon as you beat the main storyline, you can just do around and do whatever you want. No, the game ends. And I looked into it and I'm like, okay, what's the DLC? Do they give you the option? And as far as I can tell, or could tell at the time, that was a no. I mean, no matter what you bought, it was just adding like extra gear and a couple quests and whatever, but none of it was really like storyline driven. And then I found out, oh wait, I have to buy this DLC, which lets me do that. And it gives you a couple different endings or something, but overall I like this game. It just has one sort of flaw to me. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. It's just a mechanic. I hate games where if you get something, it has endurance. Like the guns in this game. You shoot it, and every time you shoot it, it degrades. Now, I'm going to pull a bit of personal experience here. I've shot guns. I own guns. It does not degrade every time you shoot it, with a few exceptions. I've seen a guy take him, he bought an AK, wanted to be really badass or whatever, and he would put clip after clip after clip through it, and eventually the barrel got like sort of red and like bent to where it wasn't accurate as hell, and it would like shoot all over the place. That happens. That's understandable. But revolvers, shotguns, rifles, that doesn't happen really. I mean, yeah, you can shoot the firing pin out of it if you shoot it like 1,000 times. It's more than that, probably. And all that's fine, but like you shoot it, like, literally. The first time I got the sniper rifle in this game, I was like, finally, I got a sniper rifle. This is my jam. I shot it 4 times and it broke. And I was just like, why did I bother? Why did I bother getting this? It's junk. And I get it, this is like in the way future, like 2020 something, but still. Melee weapons? Yes. You're hitting them against walls, bricks, skulls. Those degrade. That's perfectly understandable. But a revolver, a hunting rifle, a shotgun, no. No. But that's just a game mechanic thing for me, like, again, Skyrim was really the first game I played, and I guess I got spoiled to an extent or something. It's just, I have this thing about weapons breaking in a game. It, like, if you go through all the trouble of getting it, and then it just breaks. It's just like, why did I even bother, kind of thing. But I really do like this game. I've been playing through it, but I've just kind of halted it a bit, because if I didn't stop playing it, I wouldn't be able to play any of these other games I've been talking about and want to play, because this is so time consuming and I like it that much. So, it is a great game. I will not deny that. It's just a couple things I don't like about it. Okay. Or Connect Adventures. I was gonna say Wii Fit. Or I did say Wii. Whatever. Connect Adventures. Get the little sensor thing. I bought this just to see if my Connect worked, and it did, and it was cool and all, but in our apartment we can't jump, so some of the games are unplayable to us, so I don't know, once we move or we get some space or whatever, maybe I'll play this more and see if I really like it. It's just I haven't bothered because it's Connect Adventures. You can literally find these everywhere for like $1 or $2. It's nothing. Okay, I didn't actually buy this game, my mom did because she liked it so much. Minecraft Story Mode. From what I understand, this is, oh yeah, it is Telltale. I was gonna say it's like the Telltale games, but it is a Telltale game. I guess I should have read it there too. Turn or choice based Minecraft game. It's supposed to be really fun. Haven't played it yet. I wanted to get it on PlayStation 4 because the frame rate I noticed, especially in the cutscenes, is a little laggy. Whatever, so I wanted to get it on that. And I know the second one just came out, so I figured I would do that way. Oh, okay. Here's a bit of a follow-up. This is odd to me. If you remember back to my original Xbox game collection, I have Fable 1. I do not have Fable 2, but I have Fable 3. But if I open this up, I have the Fable 2 manual. So I don't know anymore. I really need to get Fable 2 just so as I have all the games, I guess. I've heard this one pissed a lot of people off. Something about there really is no good ending, but I don't know. I'll have to play it and see for myself. Oh, I didn't even know I had this one. Disney Fantasia Music Evolved. Okay. Okay, they got some stuff on here. Let's see what we got here. We got some names here. What do we got? The Police. Imagine Dragon right there. Yeah, the little tiny one right there. Imagine Dragons. Like my favorite band these days. CeeLo Green, Flaming Lips, Petite Gabriel, Fun, Missy Elliott, MIA, White Stripes, Kimba, The Police, Bruno Mars, Drake, Gorillaz. Fucking Gorillaz, man, like my shit. Jimi Hendrix. I don't know, maybe I have to play this or something. Just for the Gorillaz. Oh, dude. I didn't know this, but they got Feel Good Ink on here. Of course, I didn't even really know I had this. Let's see what they got. Lewis, David Bowie, Zippy Stardust, Drake. I don't care about Drake. I don't know who that is. Flaming Lips. Let me put this down. Fun. Lady Gaga. Applause. Fire. Radioactive. Imagine Dragons. Okay. This has got some good music on it. Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody? Damn. Okay, I might have to plug this in just to hear the music. But I don't know if I have to dance to it is the problem. If there's like a not a karaoke, but a jukebox mode, that'd be great. Oh boy, Left 4 Dead, the first one. I really want to get the second one, because this one's really cheap, because no one wants it, everyone wants the second one. But it is still kind of nice to have this one, I suppose. I played through this, I didn't think I was going to like it nearly as much as I did, but I ended up loving it. Again, just one problem, I end up playing it by myself, typically, because I kind of refuse to pay for gold. Because I just kind of think it's a ripoff, but that's just me. Kind of the reasons why I went with PlayStation 3, because multiplayer was free, for the most part. But now even the PlayStation 4 does it, so it's just... I guess eventually I'm going to have to bite that bullet and just go, okay, here's my money for multiplayer or whatever. Even though I'm one of those guys who's like, what happened to couch multiplayer? That was so awesome. But on the good hand, or on the positive side, this has couch multiplayer. So maybe I'll get my brother to play with me whenever he visits for later on this year. Maybe we'll do a video or something if he is feeling up to it. Ooh, Rockstar Games presents Red Dead Redemption. I think this is the only Rockstar game I own. I've never bought a Grand Theft Auto game, like, ever. Which is kind of unfortunate because I want to buy Vice City, I think, in particular. I want to buy them all, just so as I have them. But I don't know if I'll be particularly interested in playing them. I mean, I've just never played them, so... I don't know, I guess I'd have to just kind of stick around in it and figure it out. But... I want to get the expansion to this, the zombie thing, but I don't know if that's his own standalone game or if it's an addition to this, or I don't know, because like the zombie thing costs as much as this game does. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that more, or if you guys know, leave a comment down below and it'll save me a lot of time. Thanks. Right, now for the last game. I did a live stream of this on the channel actually. Dark Souls 1. Really kind of wish I hadn't bought this on this version, but I didn't know at the time, so I'm, you know, feigning innocence. I believe is the correct terminology. I bought this because I'm like, oh, you know, I'll just buy the game. There's not any DLC. If there is DLC, I'll just buy it. Well, as far as I can tell, I can't find that DLC on the Xbox Live. Or Gold, or whatever the hell it is, network. So, and then I found out that the PlayStation 3 version has it just on a physical disc thing, where you can just have the DLC on it. It's where you can fight Artorias and all the other stuff. You're going through the Veil or something. And I really want to buy that. I think I'm glad I have this for the sake of, okay, I have a Dark Souls type game on this console and I can play this at my leisure or whatever. But I think from now on, Souls games I'm just going to buy on PlayStation because that's pretty much where they've been at home the entire time. Like Demon Souls came out on PlayStation 3 first. Dark Souls 3 is far easier to get the content that you want. Easier, or just on physical discs. And it's on Blu-ray and faster load times, all that technical crap. And then I just recently found out you can get Dark Souls 2 on PlayStation 4 with all the DLC in the disc for like $20. I really want that. Now I do have Dark Souls 2 for PlayStation 3, which is why I bought this one for Xbox, because I'm just like, okay, well I haven't played the first one, this was kind of cheaper, and now I know why. I found one version of the game that had like all the disc content, whatever on it, and it was like a Japan exclusive or something, and the person selling it wanted like $90. And I was just like, okay, I can get the North American version PlayStation 3 for like $25, $30. I'll stick with that. That'd be far easier on me. So, I love this game. I did a live stream on it. If you want to check that out in the live stream playlist there on the homepage. Thanks for checking that out if you did. Well, anyway guys, this has been my Xbox 360 collection. I really do like the Xbox 360 the more and more I've played with it. But it's still not my console of choice by any means. I like this because I can play original Xbox games on it. Some of them, through the HDMI thing, which is really handy. But now at the Xbox One doing Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox, there's really no need for it because the new beefier, better hardware has it. And like I mentioned in my original Xbox video, that kind of made me think, you know, maybe owning an Xbox One wouldn't be so bad. They fixed it. They've got all that, like, really restrictive stuff on it, off of it, thankfully. I'm one of those people who's like, okay, they took it off with, like, a software patch. They can put it on any time. But, I mean, they seem to have taken the hint. I'm definitely not going to be picking up an Xbox anytime soon, so I'll probably pick it up like I did this one. I picked this up about a year ago, I think? 2 years ago? Something like that. I think it was a year ago. Year and a half, something like that. A friend of mine actually followed me to this pawn shop, helped me get a good deal. It was like $80. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want one of these, but for what I need it for, I'll buy it. And I've been just slowly accumulating games for it ever since. And I've had some good times with this thing, especially the orange box. I've been playing that a lot lately with Half-Life 2. So, it's a good console. I like it. It has its perks, but it's still not my preference. Now, I don't need there to be a Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, or Xbox One, or PS4, like Civil War or whatever down in the comments, but I've made my stance kind of clear. I mean, it's kind of PlayStation for me, but I'm not going to shit talk this. It's a good console. It has its flaws, but, you know, it's a good console. This one, not the original fat white one that died. This one. So, anyway, if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.